Welcome to the Big Movie Mouth Off. We're here at Broovy Cinema Pub reviewing some films today. Today our sponsor is Dr. Volt's Comic Connection. What's the address, Vice? You know.
2043 East, 3300 South.
Guy's like a robot. Yeah, anything comic book, nerdy related, you can get it at Dr. Volt's. I'm Jimmy Martin with Slug Magazine.
I'm Jeff Weiss with MSN Entertainment. You can find Big Movie Mouth Off on Xfinity On Demand, Salt Lake On Demand, or Utah On Demand, Salt Lake Alternative. They actually have a folder for us. They're also showing it nightly.
Ooh. Well, this episode we're going to be reviewing 3 films. We've got a documentary by Werner Herzog. We've got Priest, the
comic book adaptation.
Comic adaptation action horror film. But we're going to start this show off with the romantic comedy raunchiness of Bridesmaids. It stars, I would say, a lot of alumni from Saturday Night Live. You got Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig, and they play childhood best friends. And Maya Rudolph announces that she's getting married, and Kristen Wiig, who's kind of a down on her luck single gal.
That is putting it mildly.
Yeah, it really is. Who doesn't really have good luck with men, and so she is the maid of honor. And you would think that the task of being maid of honor is harsh enough, but when you have 3 other bridesmaids to make your life a living hell,
yes,
it gets worse.
Including members of the Reno 911 and Office casts.
Yeah.
Who, what a funny female ensemble.
Are you coming over tonight? I have big news.
Ooh, I can't wait. I'm engaged.
What?
Will you be my maid of honor?
Of course.
You'll love the rest of the bridesmaids.
I'd be more than happy to handle the bachelorette and the shower. I think I can handle it.
Annie, what is this place?
I know it looks a little scary on the outside. The food here is really, really good. Oh, look, you can get a check cash next door.
Come on. Helen, aren't you having any meat?
It's not good to eat a big meal before a fitting.
This is some classy shit. I want to apologize. I'm not even confident of which end that came out of.
You got food poisoning from that restaurant. No.
Everybody, go outside.
Be careful! We all get the flu. It's such a coincidence. I feel like her life is going off and getting perfect, and mine's just like...
I need you to touch your nose with your finger.
If I was drunk, would I be able to do this?
I would hope so.
By the way, it's directed by Paul Feig, who some of you might remember as Judd Apatow and Jake Kasdan's buddy on Freaks and Geeks. He has not had a good track record directing. Finally does now.
Oh, yes, he does.
It helps that he's working with a script that was co-written by Kristen Wiig, which most female buddy comedies don't work for me because, okay, I'm a dude. And they don't appeal to dude sensibilities. But Kristen Wiig is smart enough that she knows if girls are going to drag guys to see this movie, they've got to have some raunchiness. And there's a lot of raunchiness.
True. For me, the way they're pushing this trailer is it's the Hangover for girls.
Yeah.
But I don't want that interpretation to be taken so far.
No.
It's much more original than that.
You should come to Lillian's wedding with me.
No.
I liken it to, my reaction upon seeing this was, wow, this is the movie Sex and the City should have been. Seriously, because it's got a lot of those aspects in it, but it's smart and it's funny. And you know who else is really funny in this movie? Jon Hamm from Mad Men.
See, and you mentioned Jon Hamm, and he's this, we'll say he's kind of a jerk guy who uses Kristen Wiig for everything she's worth. But for me, there's the other actor in this film, he plays the romantic lead with Kristen Wiig. And what's so good about this, though, is that you have intertwined a romantic comedy into this film that's as raunchy as I've seen it in the longest time.
Right.
And it works. I mean, you've got stuff that would make, guys cringe.
Absolutely, including there's a vomit gag in there that...
You dry heaved.
I did. My reaction to it was...
It really was. But, I mean, that's what's so fun about it. And then you've got the romantic side, which I still enjoyed. And some guys may not, because it is very chick flicky. But
it's sweet, but it's appealing, too.
Exactly.
And it feels organic to the story. It's believable.
To me, it really does. And it's enough to appease females. You've got... I mean, and there's some jokes that are so raunchy that even I don't think girls are going to laugh at. But guess what? The guys are.
Yeah.
You remember my cousin Rita?
Rita.
Annie.
Oh, I
haven't seen you since you graduated high school.
Oh my gosh.
She has 3 kids now.
3 boys.
They're
Wow.
so cute.
They are cute, but when they reach that age, they're disgusting. They smell, they're sticky, they say things that are horrible, and they're all over everything, okay? Disgusting. I cracked a blanket in half. Do you get where I'm going with that? I cracked it in half.
This film will make everyone happy walking out of it.
Absolutely, and I've also got to commend a scene in the film. There's a drunken, bad behavior scene on a jet that is the funniest scene on a plane since Airplane. I say that hands down. I won't say anything more, but wow, it is really funny.
It really is, and what I like about this too, this is Kristen Wiig's vehicle. I mean, and she's driving, and she does a fantastic job. But she is supported by the supporting cast that we said earlier, and they are just as funny, if not stealing the scene, when she's in it. But I almost say stealing it, but I almost said Kristen Wiig lets them have it. You know what I mean? Like she's sharing it with everybody.
Absolutely.
Which is fantastic. I mean, it's an ensemble piece that works on every level with every character that's involved, and no one is overused and no one is wasted.
Yes. Now that being said, it does come from the Judd Apatow camp, which means too long. 125 minutes.
A tad too long.
And that knock against it is why I only give it 3.5 stars.
See, I'm right there with you, and there is a bit of longness, but I don't know. I mean, like, I could almost watch these girls for an entire other movie. You know what I mean? Like, I don't support sequels all the time, but I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
You can call it the honeymoon for all I care. But 3.5 stars. I haven't seen, like you said, most girl movies, and the first ones that come to mind are Kate Hudson and and Anne
Something
Hathaway,
Borrowed,
and like that kind of crap. That's just trite, overused, is like nothing original. But this one is so funny. I absolutely loved it. So, and I love it because it's not your typical summer movie.
Absolutely.
So,
by the way, coming up after the break, we'll be reviewing the new Werner Herzog documentary, Cave of Forgotten Dreams.
We'll see you.
A different kind of bird.